Suicide Boys, they have done it again. They made a banger ass album, Thy Kingdom Come. She has come, she has arisen, and she has blessed us. I actually did listen to the whole album. If you guys haven't seen that yet, I would recommend seeing that, and then you guys can like come back to my actual full album review of Thy Kingdom Come. I literally was listening to it on Spotify, and at the time there was like no lyrics at all for some reason, so I was like trying really hard to listen to the album, the music, and the lyrics, and my dumbass forgot that they already had the lyric videos on their YouTube channel. And I was like, oh my god, I'm an idiot. When I first listened to New World Depression, I was in my car, so I was like, okay, no lyrics. Pretty much I was like, well, this is how I would normally listen to an album either way, so I was like, okay, whatever. With my live reaction, it was mostly just like a first impressions thing, but now I've taken the time to actually listen to each song more and just kind of really like take in each song instead of just like running through it. So with that being said, let's just get into this album review. So Thy Kingdom Come came out and was released August 1st, 2025. I saw that when I was going through the album, there was like about like 10 producers, and obviously including Scrim. His producer tag is Bedwire, so there is like him and then plus other like 9 other like producers. Ben 10K, Cutthroat, Dinox, I'm probably gonna like botch some of these words. KXVI, Lily Kaplan, Loki Main, Morris, and Sambo Backrack. What I found interesting about Sambo Backrack, bruh, I swear when I first when I first like was saying his name, it literally sounds like I'm like saying like back crack. Like butt crack. Sorry, dude. Okay, so rude. Anyways, Sambo. I'm just gonna call him Sambo. Wait, isn't that like a wrestler? Sambo? Anyways. Wait a minute. Hold on. Anyways, I'm not gonna even get into that. He actually has like been mixing their tracks since Stop Staring at the Shadows. I actually didn't know that that It's a Smash tag that's in a lot of Suicide Boys' songs, that's his tag. Like, I had no idea. I thought that was just like a tag that like Scrim would put for him, but it's actually Sambo. So he's been with them for a while. What's interesting about Ben 10K, actually, he's actually produced with like Drake, 21 Savage, Young Thug, JT, Glorilla, Megan Thee Stallion, G-Eazy, like a lot of like big names in the industry, which I thought was like super interesting to learn. And then this album only had, obviously we know the features. This album only had 2 features, which was Bones and Night Lovell. So let's actually get into the album cover. I personally like this album cover. I think it looks so good. It looks so beautiful. I feel like the color palette is like really appealing. Like a lot of browns, beiges, like a lot of like yellow tones. Even when you like look at it, like the way each cross and frame is placed, it makes you want to look at the cover even more, because you want to look at each like picture that they put on there. And then like the crosses, it looks like something that you would see like in an art exhibit. Like it just looks really interesting. Also, it just reminds me of when you like go to your like uber religious grandma's or like parents' house, and you see all like the crosses in their houses, like the imageries. I mean, whether you're Christian or Catholic, all the imagery of like Jesus and the Virgin Mary and all that, disciples or whatever. It reminds me of that, and then it just reminds me like going to someone's house, right? And then it's just like I feel like I can't like touch anything, and I'm just like sitting there on the couch like all stiff and shit. Like it's that kind of house where you're just like, I don't say like uncomfortable, but like it's just like you feel like you can't touch anything. And they have like literally their formal couch that you sit on, and it has like plaster graph on it. You know, like that's kind of like the vibe that this album cover gave me. But overall, I mean, it's still like a really nice album cover. The first track, Count Your Blessings, good start to the album. Scrim like went off, and I was like, damn, he's like still going. Like he's still going and going. But like in a good way. I'm not like trying to be like, oh, he's like talking to me, he's just like rambling and stuff. But I was just like, damn, like he's really going in with this song. you know? And obviously Ruby being Ruby, purr. The new vocal stem though that he unlocked in me when he's like, I didn't think so. Like that shit, like, literally, like, made me laugh in my live reaction. Like, I was laughing because I'm like, this bitch is being so sassy right now. Like, I love, like, when Ruby's just sassy and he does, like, little bits like that. It's just so, like, funny. So entertaining. I would say the standout bars with that track specifically is 3 of them, actually. So, first one, streets aren't for everyone. That's why they made the sidewalk. Love it. Like, that is killer. Dug our graves together and we threw away the fucking shovels. Girl, what? Like, insane. And then we turned the fucking underground to a bunch of rubble. Girl, like, damn. Like, purr, purr, sis, purr. Second track, Napoleon. This song is that bitch. Like, this song's like a complete 360 from Count Your Blessings. The song is like basically for Nola. This is their song. So many references to Nola throughout the song. When I was at work, I was trying really hard to contain myself from like not throwing ass, yo. Like, I was literally like containing myself. Obviously, I did because I can't be doing that shit at work. Like that shit will get me fired. I can't be throwing ass at work, okay? But this song, like, oh my god, like literally, Ruby was like feeling himself with this song. Bars across the board, y'all. Like, he did not miss. He did not miss with this. And Scrim too, like damn, he drew. Okay, he actually drew me in when he was like, hell nah, I ain't sipping on no corny ass beach. Like, what? I was like, girl, like, what? I mean, he had like a lot of like, okay, talking about vocal sims in his verse, it like literally is in my head. It's imprinted in my brain whenever he says assalamu alaikum. I might need some bros just to hold up my wrist. That part, I don't know why that one is stuck in my mind too. Overall, like, this song's honestly the best song on this album. Third track, Oh What a Wretched Man I Am. Okay, in my live reaction, I said this song was giving me romance. It's honestly wild that I said that now actually reading the lyrics, because yo, I was fucking so wrong after I read the damn lyrics. Like, I mean, the beat is very fluttery, very romantic sounding, but this is not a love song. But like the song, like I could listen to it on repeat. Like the violins, like the way that it looks, so it sounds so like beautiful, you know. But like low-key, when I was listening to it more, I was getting like, actually I was getting emotional. Like them talking about their struggles in the past, especially like, oh my god, Scrim in his verse, like, man, like it actually got to me. It literally got to me. But one of my fave bars was the one where Ruby says, oh, Panna 40 is like an orange, you peel it. Compare it to apples, you might miss the meaning. I didn't think much of it until I was actually going through the lyrics, and I'm happy I did it because like the wordplay on that is just wow. It's just like fire. So if you guys don't know, because I didn't know, obviously I've never done drugs like that. When you take Opana, you peel it to get like the best high apparently, but when you just take it just as is without doing that, you're missing the meaning you're not getting like the same type of reaction. Hence the apples to oranges analogy. I'm just like, chef's kiss. That's just such good wordplay right there. For some reason, though, going back to the violins, this is me being a fucking gamer, little nerd, but it reminded me of the Hateno Village theme from Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. If you played the game, there's the theme there, and you can hear like the violins, and it just kind of reminded me of that. Like, I don't know, it's just like, it's weird. I don't know. My brain went to that. But it also reminded me of Ariana Grande's song 3435, which, I mean, honestly, it sounds very much like that more than the Hateno Village theme. Like, with the music in general, like, if you were to take away, like, their verses and you just have, like, the music, I can imagine, like, a R&B artist like SZA, the female artist, singing this. Oh, like I can just imagine, like that would honestly be so perfect. Fourth track, Full of Grace, I Refuse to Tend My Own Grave. Every time I hear this song now, I just want to cry. Like, I'm gonna be straight up. Like, the music and the verses combined makes me emotional because, like, it makes me happy that they're doing better. What honestly, though, got me the most is when Ruby said, Ruby can't be saved, but oddly enough, he deserves it. Like, oh my god. Like that actually had me in shambles. Like, going through the lyrics, listening to it, literally, like, I started tearing up, low-key. I feel like this was the first time hearing Ruby actually, like, saying something positive in an SB track about himself, and he's, like, coming to the realization that he does deserve happiness. Like, low-key, when they played this song in Grey Day, like, I'm gonna be in, like, tears. By the end of the night, my makeup's gonna be gone. Because I'm just gonna be, this song's gonna just make my makeup just disappear. Fifth track, Chainbreaker. I really like the sample they used on this song. It's a lot of fun. I mean, the song is just like a vibe overall. Just a good old flexing song. I honestly don't have much to say about this song. I feel like this song in general is just like, it's funny that it's called Chainbreaker, because I feel like it kind of is like a good break between the album, because already we went through like 4 different songs, like 4 bangers, you know. Like, we literally went through, first song's great, and then second song's absolute 360 ass shaker. Like, this song's like hyping you the fuck up, and then after that we literally have 2 emotional ass motherfucking songs. Okay, already, like, our emotions are everywhere. It's like literally like when you're on TikTok and like you see a happy video and then a sad video. Like, I'm going through different emotions. But I do like Chainbreaker. It's a good song. Track 6, Now and At the Hour of Our Death, featuring Bones. It's funny because, like, when I first heard this song before the album release, I didn't think much of it. But then when I started listening to it more in the music video, it became, like, actually a fave of mine. Especially Bones' verse. Like, he honestly is, like, the star in this song. Like, I have to say that because, like, I literally, like, hear his verse. Like, the one that kind of stands out to me the most is when he says, on the day that I die, don't cry for me, ho. Cover me in diamonds, put my body in the trash. Like, that shit is, like, so, like, it literally brings out the baddie in me. His verse, his part, banger. But I do love the boys' verses, and then basically, like, telling everyone and anyone that, like, gets in their way of their success that they're basically ready to steamroll them. Like, Scrim's like, yo, you think you're gonna get my way, dog? I've been through the shit. Like, you ain't nothing compared to what I gone through. And it's true. Like, this fool has literally been through so much trauma, so much shit. Like, I don't honestly think anyone can really, like, phase Scrim. And Ruby's verse is like him going through, like, what they went through earlier in their career. And even with him being a literal drug addict, he was still able to, like, find success, which I would say is a very difficult thing to do for obvious reasons. But I feel like they chose this song as one of their first releases for a reason, and the music video explains a lot more of the song. Like, they're burning down this building with all the cross imagery, pics of them when they were younger, which I feel like symbolizes a form of being reborn and basically moving on from their past trauma when they were young in order to, like, move on with their lives. Like, they're ready to let go of, like, all the trauma that has plagued and followed them throughout their adulthood and start this, like, new chapter in their lives. Track 7, Self-Inflicted. So this was the first song released before their album dropped. I think this is, like, a fun, flexy, like, song. I do like the callback to FTP. It's super nostalgic. Ruby's flow in this is absolutely insane. And Scrim is just being Scrim. Just, like, being silly. He's just being so silly in the song. I love it. His MJ bar is the one I repeat the most, low-key, next to Ruby's yeah ad-lib. Like, it's a good time. Track 8, Grey, Grey, Grey. This one, like I said in my album reaction, is, I feel like, for the alternatives. Straight up. It's just so, like, deliciously evil. And, like, Scrim just goes absolutely stupid on this one. It's, like, ridiculous. But my fave bar from him is when he's like, they gonna see the end before they see the end of me. Again, me being a nerd again. Literally, when I read that, I felt like it was giving the same energy as when Kratos in God of War Ragnarok said, "Death can have me when it earns me." Like, I, for some reason, read that and I was like, Batty! Oh my god! Like, okay, okay, Scream. I see you. I hear you. I hate you, brother. Like, bruh, just so fucking hard. Like, damn. And then Ruby coming out as Young Plague in this, or at least I feel like he did. But God, like, his verse is just, it's just so fucking hard. Like, talking about how the streets of New Orleans made him the baddie he is today. If this song does not make you think twice about messing with them, like, I don't know. I just think you're dumb. Like, you are literally dumb. Track 9, Carried Away, featuring Night Lovell. This is a track that I wasn't really into it at first, but over time, I started to really, like, appreciate it more. Like, honestly, each one's verses is, like, really good. I like, really like them. Ruby, when he's like, there was trauma in the titty milk, you wonder why I'm crazy. That bar, honestly, it just makes me think about generational trauma and how deep it goes. I definitely feel like, for me personally, I do understand where he's coming from with that. Like, people don't understand that generational trauma is a real thing, and I feel like this bar honestly kind of like embodies that. Even Scrim, he like continues that in his talking about his family and how drug abuse was like rampant in his day-to-day life growing up, and the voice he hears in his head, this dark like presence haunting him, like, it's just so eerie. Like, that part is very sad and it's very emotional, you know? Like, every time like Scrim gets to that, like when he uses his like deeper tone voice, it sounds fire. But in this kind of context, it's just like really eerie. Lovell's verse adds another element that I like. I did notice that his voice isn't the same deepness like in his other songs, but like overall, like his verses are still like very super smooth. It was really like catchy. And, like, he's like, when I speak it's murder, better start wishing, boy, just like Timmy Turner. Like, that is like so catchy. Like, the flow on his verse is just, it did its thing. It did its thing. Last track, track 10, Monochromatic. This song, when I first heard it, felt like a song that would have been on Via Crucis and like Scrim's other solo projects as like Lonely Boy. But I do love the honesty in this song when he talks about touring life and how he struggles through it. I feel like he's talking about the past too, when they were touring pre-Grey Day, because in his verse he's talking about being high off pills and that helping him get like through the show. There's a bar where he says, I'm on in 5 and I need help to climb the stairs. And on Genius, someone interpreted it as him getting older and it getting harder to perform since he isn't a 20-some-year-old anymore. But also, like, for me, I interpreted it as like before he got sober. Like, he's about to go on stage and he's so high off of drugs that he literally needs help like getting on the stage. Like, I feel like it can kind of mean like both ways though. Just depends on how you interpret it. But even with having the success, with all these sold out shows, it's still not something that fills the void. I love Ruby's verse because it's like he's in his hopeful era right now. Like, I think he's just self-reflecting on him accomplishing being able to be sober. Also, Ruby untying the rope, meaning wanting to continue living his life, is just such a beautiful thing to hear. But also, I feel like when he says, my grave's a hole right now, I'll fill it one day, it means his struggles with that still kind of linger, which is bittersweet, but that's just like, I mean, that's just reality. Like, I feel like it's not as simple as people deem it to be, and that feeling is very misunderstood. His reflection with not expecting himself to change into the man he is now just like shows how a lot of us aren't really sure with our own futures. His last words being, rusted hope can be cleaned and made into gold, hits so good. It's such a beautiful message to end this song and album in. It's basically saying that you can still turn your life around and it's like never too late. I don't feel like anyone should feel like if they've been through like some hard shit and they feel like they can't get out of it, or they feel like it's too late. It's like, no, it's never too late. Like, you can still do good. I really do feel like this album is very special. It like feels so personal to them and it shows us growth within them. Like looking back at who they were in the past and seeing them now, honestly, it like puts a tear in my eye. The vulnerability throughout this album, like it really does hit you, or at least it like hit me deeply. I can't tell you the amount of times I've cried listening to this album. I recently watched all the chapters they uploaded on their YouTube channel, and it all ties into the love they have for New Orleans, no matter how flawed and messed up it may be. I felt like this video, as well as this album, was like a love letter to where they grew up. And I honestly feel like if you haven't seen the videos, the chapters yet, I do recommend watching them. I feel like it makes people that aren't from New Orleans better understand like their perspective on where they came from. But anyways, that is my full in-depth album review of Uicideboy's newest album, Thy Kingdom Come. Let me know in the comments section what you thought about this album. What were your favorite tracks, favorite bars, like your favorite verses? Just let me know like what you thought about the album in general. Me personally, I'm gonna say like I really loved it. I enjoyed it. It's a really good time. I actually am getting the vinyl, like for real, because I honestly really did enjoy this album. I usually don't like to buy vinyls or like albums from like artists unless I really like it. Like I'm not like the type to just be like, oh, they're coming out with it, I'm just gonna buy it, because it's like, what if I hate it, you know? I'm really stoked to get this album. This is definitely gonna be a really iconic album within the Uicideboy catalog. But yeah, just leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you thought. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.